my dear friends, welcome to Russian with Passion. My name is Antonia Romaker, and today we're going to talk about the instrumental case in the Russian language. We have talked already about nominative, genitive, dative, and accusative. So it's high time we talked about the instrumental case, and today we're going to do it. So let's get cracking. First of all, I will tell you about the functions of this particular case. After that, we'll talk about the forms. And at the end, you'll have a short exercise to practice. The instrumental case is used to talk about the instrument with the help of which an action is performed. So, for example, писать ручкой. Писать ручкой. To write with a pen. Or ехать автобусом, go by bus, and some other things. Most commonly, when we use the instrumental case in Russian, in English we are supposed to use the following prepositions: by, with, or by means of. And in Russian, in this case, there are no prepositions, and this is what's interesting. Usually here we are talking about the means, manner, or agent, which helps you perform the action. Резать ножом. Cut with a knife, not with your hand. You can't cut with your hand. Anyway, резать ножом. Писать карандашом. Write with a pencil. Есть суп ложкой. Eat soup with a spoon. Рисовать красками. Paint with, paints. Рисовать красками. Ударить кулаком. Strike somebody using your fist. Ударить кулаком. I'm not gonna beat you guys. It was just an example. Anyway, moving on. Also, there are several prepositions which are most commonly used with the instrumental case in Russian. Firstly, the preposition с. Usually it's translated as with. And in this case, you mean accompanied by or together with. Some examples. Кофе с молоком. Coffee with milk. Кофе с молоком. Борщ со сметаной. Борщ with sour cream. Борщ со сметаной. BTW, there is a rule that if after the preposition с there is a word starting with two or more consonants, then you are supposed to use со instead of с. For example, борщ со сметаной. Сметана has two consonants at the very beginning of the word. That's why we say борщ со сметаной, not борщ с сметаной. Also, we use the preposition с when we talk about two people who accompany each other. So, two people who do something together. In this case, in English, we say and. We use the conjunction and. While in Russian, we are supposed to use the preposition с. Examples. Сергей с женой. Sergey and his wife. Сергей с женой. In Russian, we do not need to say с его женой. It is already quite clear that it is his wife. Сергей с женой. Она с братом. She and her brother. Она с братом. Once again, we do not say с ее братом. We omit the possessive adjective. Она с братом. There's one more interesting thing here. If we want to say that you are doing something with somebody else, instead of saying my mom and I, you should say мы с мамой. So, practically you are saying we with my mom. That's how we say it in Russian. We do not say моя мама и я. No, usually we say мы с мамой. My mom and I. Well, but literally, we with my mom. We with mom. That would be the literal translation. We with mom. Мы с мамой. But practically we mean my mom and I. Мы с друзьями. My friends and I. Мы с коллегами. My colleagues and I. Мы с мужем. My husband and I. If you want to use the exact phrase together with, then you can say вместе с. For example, я написала этот рассказ вместе с моей сестрой. I wrote this story together with my sister. Я написала этот рассказ вместе с моей сестрой. There are some other prepositions which are used with the instrumental case. For example, перед, in front of, над, over, за, behind, между, between, под, under. Let's repeat them once again in Russian. Над, под, перед, за, между. For example, между двумя деревьями. There's a tree, there's another tree, and between them there's something. Между двумя деревьями. Под столом. Under the table. Под столом. За домом. Behind the house. За домом. And many more. Oh, I have almost forgotten. There is a list of verbs after which you are also supposed to use the instrumental case. Let's take a closer look at it. Заниматься, интересоваться, работать, пользоваться, становиться, управлять, являться, быть. As for the verb быть, it's not used in present. It's usually skipped in Russian present. We do not use any verb in this meaning when we mean to be. But in the past and in future we use the verb to be, быть. And in this case you are supposed to use the instrumental case after this verb. Она работает преподавателем в университете. She works as a teacher at the university. Она работает преподавателем в университете. Он интересуется искусством. He's interested in art. Он интересуется искусством. Он будет следующим президентом нашей страны. He will be the next president of our country. Он будет следующим президентом нашей страны. So right now we are going to take a look at the forms. And after that, we'll practice as I have promised. So, let's take a look at the rules. We add om to masculine nouns ending in a consonant. For example, брат, братом. T is a consonant. We add ем to masculine nouns ending in и краткое, y, or the soft sign. For example, чай, чаем. Лось, лосем. Учитель, учителем. But if the last syllable of the noun in instrumental is stressed, we add ем. День, днем. We add ем to masculine nouns ending in ж, ц, ч, ша, or ща if the last syllable in instrumental is unstressed. For example, муж – мужем, младенец – младенцем. Otherwise, if the last syllable is stressed, we add ом. Ключ – ключом. We add ой to feminine and masculine nouns ending in a. For example, вода – водой, папа – папой. If the stem of the feminine noun ends in ж, ц, ч, ша, or ща, we replace a with ей, not ой. We add ей to feminine and masculine nouns ending in я. Тетя – тетей, дядя – дядей. And we add ю to feminine nouns ending in the soft sign. Ночь – ночью. As for neuter nouns, we add м. Окно – окном, море – морем. Okay, those were the forms. I hope that now you get it. And BTW, as for plural forms, we'll continue talking about them. So we'll talk about them in one of the classes which will follow about the Russian cases. So right now we're going to practice. So you'll see several sentences in English and your job is to translate them into Russian. Be careful and notice where you are supposed to use the instrumental case. So translate these sentences into Russian. In every sentence, there is at least one word which should be in the instrumental case. Now let's check. Номер 1. Не играй с огнем, это опасно. Номер 2. Мы с друзьями ходили вчера в клуб и хорошо провели время. Номер 3. За домом находится большая детская площадка. Номер 4. Мой друг занимается спортом каждый день. Номер 5. Моя мама нарисовала эту картину карандашом. Номер 6. Вы интересуетесь современной музыкой? Номер 7. Я восхищаюсь вашей красотой. Номер 8. Перед нами стоит очень важная задача – выучить русский. Номер 9. Кошка спряталась под диваном. Номер 10. Она не разговаривает со своим парнем уже 2 дня. Okay, that's it. I hope that you've done the exercise, checked yourself, and now you're happy and you know a little bit more about the instrumental case in the Russian language. If you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments. But that's it. I hope to see you soon. Keep studying Russian, keep studying English, and I hope to see you in my next video. Happy Russian and English practice. Bye-bye.